Good morning everybody and welcome back to the Regular Runner. This week is going to be a little bit of a vloggy video. I'm not going to have the head strap on, and the reason being is honestly this week's not gone to plan. After the highs of the last 2 weeks, running a sub 25-minute park run for the first time and then running our first ever trail run, this week's just not turned out how we expected it. So I'm going to take you along handheld. We're on our way to Gethin Parkrun at the moment. We've not been there for a few weeks, and we do always try and get back regularly because we are on the regular volunteer list at Gethin Park. It's currently about 7:30 in the morning, and we're just on our way to go and help set up the course, and then I'll carry around. I'll have a bit of talk about the week. And then I'm going to split this video into two little sections because we are actually doing another trail run with the Sunnywood Project tomorrow. This one's not Conquer the Wild, this one's called Banish the Blues, is it?
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a shorter run, more like sort of 5 miles thereabouts, and I have no idea where the route goes. I've not seen it. I can't even tell off the name of the event. It's called the One with Plenty of Mud, I think, or something like that. So yeah, we're going to split the video into two. I'm going to vlog some of Parkrun, talk to you a little bit about how the week's gone, and then we're going to have a little bit more trail running for you tomorrow, and we'll talk about the plans for the next 5 or 6 weeks or so. And I've also got a little bit of announcement for you as well. So we're going to get ourselves to Parkrun now, get everything set up, and then we'll catch up with you at the start of the run. So we're just walking around to the start where we can go and help set up the run. And it looks like they're setting up for a cross-country race today. I don't know if you can see all those red tapes. This field here actually gets really muddy in winter, so it could be an interesting run for people doing that. In fact, here you go, there's an example. Look at that. You're up to your ankles in that. Fortunately, Parkrun goes on this nice tarmac.
Today for David Banks, John Miller and Joanna Adamson. And we'll go for 3, 2, 1, go!
Steady start today. And I'm running with a jumper on. I might regret that, but taking it easy. I'll see how I get on.
Good.
You with? Thank you. How are you feeling?
Not too bad.
Good.
Better than I expected.
Good. So we're taking it easy today. I've had a bit of a shocker of a week with work. Been extremely busy, and Becky's been a little bit sick as well. She's got a bit of a ear infection. Just then giving her a little bit of seasickness. So she's taking it cautious today so she doesn't fall over, because she's a bit wobbly, and I'm just taking it easy because it's all I've got the energy for. So I've done one run this week, which was on Wednesday, and that was a 5k on the treadmill, and to be honest, couldn't wait for it to be done. It was horrific. So it's good to be out and running today, but just haven't got it in me to run hard. It's 1k down from 7:30. Thank you, Marshall. If I get around this in 35 minutes today, then I'll probably run quicker than I anticipated. Becky's got new headphones in today. They look like ear piercings. They're the ones that hook on the outside of your ear. I tried them and I wasn't sure. They sound good, just not sure they were comfy. Oh, and big news as well. When we were in Alexandra Park the other week, and we found Alexandrine parakeets, we found them in Gethin Park. I know they say they're spreading all over the place. I'd never seen them in the wild till 2 weeks ago. We've seen them this morning as well. So yeah, tomorrow we're doing another run with the Sunnywood project. It's called Banish the Blues. And the title of the one we're doing is called The One with Plenty of Mud. So make of that what you will. Could be a soggy one. We'll see. I'll bring the waterproof socks again. I did get some tips on my last video about the waterproof socks. So shout out to Gethin from Gethin. I hope I pronounced that right. Gethin, correct me if I'm wrong. I'll stick a link to his channel. He mentioned about wearing some thin merino socks under the waterproof socks. So I'll see if I can do something like that to try and combat the cold feeling from water. But yeah, if you get a chance, guys, go and check Gethin's channel out. He's not got many followers, but does a lot of trail running. Honestly, his videos are serene. Really nice and chilled. And Gethin knows an awful lot about the places where he runs as well, which is really interesting. Also around West Wales and Pembrokeshire coast. But it'd be good if we could get him a little bit more following. His channel has been running longer than ours. He's only got a couple of dozen followers at the moment, so go and show him some love because he's a really nice guy. So we're about a mile in now. Been going for 12 minutes. It's a nice easy pace.
No problem. Keep going.
Thank you.
Keep going.
As we come onto Angina Hill for the first time in almost 3 weeks. Just ticked over to 2k. Always a bit faster. 6 minutes 13. Oh. And here's Charlie doing his 650th run. More runs than any other male at Gethin Park.
Well done, Charlie.
Morning, Charlie. Well done.
Well done.
That's on downhill done again. One of my favourite parts of the course. Always tired here. We'll get that view. So that's 3k, 20 minutes and 7 seconds. Okay, coming up on the 4k marker. This time 2 weeks ago I'd already finished. It's 25:30.
Last kilometre now.
Thank
Nice
you.
and flat round the lane.
Well, keep it going.
Thank you, Marshall.
Thank you.
Thank you. Current pace is about 5:45.
Gobbles underneath. I'm swim now.
I want to try and maintain this to the end. No speeding up, no slowing down. Becky's still right. Not had any accidents yet. Which is always a risk, even when she's not ill. Especially if there's any fire engines around for her to trip over.
Thank you.
Thank you. And there's also no rowing machines, so she can't be outdone by Craig. For any of our followers who don't follow the running whale, a couple of weeks ago he fell over a rowing machine in his basement. A couple of weeks before we were planning to run the sub 25 attempt, so it was touch and go whether his ankle would be okay again. Fortunately it was good and he paced us perfectly, for which I'm still very, very grateful. Also, shout out to Andy Cliff, who was with us that day. He put his video up yesterday of Alexandra Parkrun when we did the sub 25. And again, I'm extremely grateful because within about 12 hours, I think we had 5 or 6 new subscribers, which is mental. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
We really appreciate it. Our channel is growing exponentially every month. It still boggles me. I had no expectations. In fact, my expectations were that we'd be uploading videos and getting no views for months. But that sub 25 video, I think has had over 650 views so far. So thank you, genuinely. It means a lot. Well into the last 500 metres now. Got about 1 lap of a running track to go. It's 29:15 on the clock. Current pace is 5:50 per k. Becky's trying to kick on now. 5:30 per kilometre.
behind, guys. We're coming in behind. Quick as you can on the front. Hands up. Well done, everyone.
Well done. Close to the person in front. Well done.
So, close to my watch, I was about 31 something, I think. 31.29. Cheers, Mike. Okay, guys, so that concludes another heat and park run. Took it relatively easy today. It's what I really needed, to be honest, after the week I've had at work with lots of busy, hectic work to do that I finished with 1 minute to spare on Friday. Just a nice, easy run at the end of the week is kind of what I needed. How did you find it?
I find it quite nice just to like take a bit of an easy pace and yeah.
No dizziness.
Bit of side to sideness, but
yeah. So Becky's had
upright.
yeah. So Becky's had a little bit of an ear infection that's given her a little bit of seasickness, bit of lightheadedness. So she had to take it easy today, so as that she didn't risk falling over and hurting herself. So I did promise you a little bit of an announcement, and I'm pleased to say that we will be running in the Great Manchester Run 10k. We won't be racing though. We're going to be joining one of our friends. Recently ran her first ever 10k and immediately got home in a quite excited fashion. Asked us to sign her up to the Great Manchester Run, so we did, and we've promised that we'll run round with her and that we're going to film the day. So yeah, 20, what date is it? 20
May.
It's middle of May, 18th of May, I think.
18th, I think, yeah.
18th of May, I think it is. We'll be running Great Manchester Run 10k. We ran that 10k 2 years ago, which was our first ever 10k race. And we'd taken a year to train to get up to that from nothing. And we'd actually only ever run the 10k distance for the first time, I think about 3 weeks before that race, was it?
Yeah.
We set off with a target that day of 1 hour 15, and we actually finished it in 1 hour 7 and 50 something seconds.
1 hour 6.
Is it 1 hour 6?
Yeah.
I'm being corrected.
1 hour 6, I think.
So we were just under 1 hour 7 minutes. And we did that. We were raising money for charity. And yeah, we exceeded our expectations. I thought that 1 hour 10 was probably a feasible target, and then we did less than 1 hour 7, so that was good news. Obviously these days we've run 10k plenty of times now, and we are going to be running at Emma's pace, so whatever pace she runs we'll be running with her. We're there to support her on her first ever race. I don't think she's ever done a proper race before, has she? So yeah, and then hopefully shortly after that, probably towards the end of May, start of June, then we're going to probably go for a proper 10k race attempt. Haven't decided on a date or a venue or an event for that. I'm going to look at the schedule and see what we can book in, and then following that we will be going into half marathon training for the Manchester Half Marathon in October. So between now and sort of end of March, I think we said, or middle to end of March, we're going to do a bit of a mini 5k training plan that I've drawn up. Essentially it's the second 2/3 of the plan that I've just completed to train for my sub 25 attempt, and Becky's going to be completing that to try and get her sub 25 attempt in May. Right, we'll stop chinwagging. We'll take you to the Sunnywood Banish the Blues 5 mile trail run now, and then yeah, we'll give you a bit of a summary of what the plan is for next week, and we'll speak to you soon. Hey guys, so as promised, we're back with the Sunnywood project again. This one's a little bit of a shorter one. We have been warned we will get muddy today. Hopefully I'm not zoomed in on my face again like I was last week. So this little run series, this is week 5 and it's called Banish the Blues. And it's between 4 and 6 miles, as I said, with muddy feet. So take you along with us. Add a little bit of this run to the vlog. And then talk about the plans for next week. So I'm running right at the back of the group at the moment, just so that I can film and things. Got a field of sheep, and you'll see the hill tower, that's where we were in the last video. We've got a few new kit options today. So I've got my new Parkrun jacket. I also think I've packed a little better this week. So I invested in a waterproof boat bag, it's called. It's basically a dry bag, which means I can pack my waterproofs and my dry layers into my backpack and then squish them all down. It takes a little bit less space in my backpack, so I don't feel like I've packed for an entire going away trip. Becky's got a few new kit things today as well. So she's got a new high stay jacket, which is similar to mine. She's got this new Asics backpack, which actually is big enough to pack for a holiday in. And she's got some new ultra trail shoes, which she bought a cream colour that she's not keen on. She said because she fully intends on getting them muddy, so they won't stay that colour for long. As with my other runs, I've got my ultra green Innovates on. So in the last video when I said I'd seen a sign for bears, it was that sign there. Right, we're going to set off again. There we go, she's christened the shoes. They're not cream anymore. They're now a fetching shade of mud. My shoes though, they're still bright green. There's no dull in that colour. So we're just on the Tottington lines. Last week I did like a 4 minute something kilometre up here. Now we're turning off to go up another hill. I've been told we're going down a very muddy hill, but we've just gone up a very muddy hill, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's confirmed, guys. The hill we went up before was not the hill. That's just coming up. We've been told our shoes will not be the same colour by the time we get to the end of here, and I think I can see why. There's nothing for it, I'm going through the middle.
I can't even return for them. I'm not having all of that because it's bad fire.
Now, a wise person would have bought some clean shoes to drive home in. I mean, very careful, trying not to slip. Because there is barbed wire on the left. More gates because trail running, and again because trail running. Getting there, guys. The mud is starting to ease. Some grassy bits here. I've just been careful where to put my feet. Don't want to turn an ankle on those bumps. Not a gate so much as a random bit of stone in your way there. Oh, I tell you what, that mud sucks your energy. You can see Mark from the Sunnywood, his orange bag up ahead of us. He's the run leader. I'm very experienced at this stuff. More muddy bits. Now onto the field. Come on, show us the colour of those new shoes. Right, on a bit of a road section. It's quite uphill. I'm second in the group. Mark's up ahead of me there. Trying my best to keep up. So we've just been told that the mud's not over with yet, and that we're in, I will quote, serious lose your shoe territory. So hopefully my shoes are tied on nice and tight. I am sinking in here. Oh, here we go, this is it. My feet are definitely disappearing. Okay, I would say that Innovate Green has potentially been defeated. Green is now not green, and it is mud, and it's carrying on. Oh, here we go. We're on a hill, trying not to slip down it, and we've got the hikers. Right. So after all those muddy hills, we're dropping down into Bury again. We're on the roads. This bit's downhill, which is nice. Look at that beetle. That's pretty cool. What?
My feet are starting to clean up, but
so, waterproof socks with the second pair of socks underneath. That's gone well. My feet are dry, not too cold. So thank you, Gethin, for the tip. Again, the link is in the description to his channel. I haven't warned him about this shout out, so it'll be a surprise when he sees it. But I think he fully deserves it. This is to bring it. Right, on the hook stretch now. Across the road, police back down towards Bears. we have done, if I can check my watch, 7k so far. I reckon we've got about another k back down to the car park. And now we can rest. We'll get a coffee at the cafe. And then we'll check in with you before we go home. Okay guys, so we're back at the car again. We did 7.7-ish kilometres today. So not really a super long run, but there was about 113 metres of elevation and quite a lot of mud, so the ground was very slippy underfoot. So that does add to the difficulty of the running a little bit. So there was a decent little bit of effort in there, which, considering both of the other runs that I've done this week have been less intensive efforts than I would normally do, it was good to get a little bit of pace in the legs today. Becky definitely enjoyed herself.
I did.
She likes jumping in the mud a little bit. Her new shoes that were white are now definitely not white anymore. They were sort of an off-white, which she did say she wasn't keen on that colour, but it didn't matter because they weren't going to stay that colour for long. So, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Plans for this coming week. So we were going to start a mini 5k plan this week that we've just completed. We didn't do that. The plan did not go how we anticipated it. Me, with my work just being full on this week, just meant that I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the mental capacity to go out and do sessions. And then Becky's had this little bit of an infection in her ear that's left her a little bit wobbly on her feet. She has now got medication for it, so she's got seasickness medication to help stabilise her balance a little bit. It seems to be helping a lot.
Does it? Majorly.
She didn't fall over today, which is good because we didn't bring anything to line my car with when she's covered in mud. Yeah, as ever, we really enjoyed the Sunnywood Project Banish the Blues run today. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of these in the future and sprinkling these in as part of our Sunday runs. They were telling me on the way around they're not always starting from Burrs, but they potentially may start more from the local area. So that will be good for us because we have the opportunity potentially to run to the start area, do the trail run and then run home again, and then we could actually build that into a bit of a longer run. But yeah, we're doing a mini sort of 5k training plan now over the next 5 to 6 weeks so that Becky can have a go at her sub 25 attempt, hopefully in, did we say March?
Something like that.
Yeah, sometime in March. Yeah, so then after the mini 5k plan, then we'll look to go in towards a 10k training plan. My aim for that one is potentially to see if AI can generate us a training plan. We'll be training up to and around the Great Manchester Run. As I said earlier in the video when we're at Parkrun, we're going to be pacing our friend round for her first ever race. She's never done a 10k race before and she's only just recently completed 10k for the first time in training. So we won't be racing the Great Manchester Run. We'll treat that as part of our training. We will try and find a 10k race where we will put in a proper effort to see if we can get a PB. I think our PB at the minute is around 56 minutes.
Something like that.
Yeah. We ran that. We've actually run that time more or less twice. So we did. The first time we ever ran that time was at the Mad Dog 10k in Southport, which was last February. That was the last run I did where I started to feel some pain in my foot, and then when I went to Parkrun the following week, that's when I got the twinge in my foot that it led to plantar fasciitis and my injury, me not running for 2 months. I managed to redeem myself in, I think it was August, wasn't it? We did the Media City 10k with Run Through, which is a Thursday night run. I was on the comeback training, so I'd not really I'd not done a proper training plan. I was just trying to get back to fitness, and we did pretty well, and we pretty much matched our PB in Media City. So that's the goal to beat. I'll stick the time. I'll stick our official PB up just above us there. So that's the goal for around about end of May, start of June. If we get that done, then we'll have just enough time to maybe do another 10k block for potentially the middle of August. Aim for a race around about then. We do have the Mid-Cheshire 5k, and then we'll be getting into half marathon training. So that's the plan for the next couple of months. We'll sprinkle in some other challenges, some other little explorations. I've got a challenge at the minute. So we did the 10-mile trail run last week. I want to see if we can find our way around that trail route without having someone to guide us. Bearing in mind that I got lost when we had somebody to guide us, that could be interesting. So give it a couple of weeks, wait till Becky's back up to fitness, and we'll get out on a Sunday and see if we can find our way around that route on our own. That'll be a good one, I think.
Yeah.
Anything could happen. All right, we'll make sure our phones are charged up and we've got maps.
Yeah.
She's getting distracted. I'm trying to film a video and she's getting distracted by dogs. Right, we'll call this one quits now. Have a good week of running, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.